Good fucking morning, guys. Yeah, I don't think I'm behind in my videos. I just think that I had set a schedule for me to upload on um Sundays. I felt like I wanted to do one episode per weekend and then one episode in the weekday, and I think I fell off kind of like having that set, but I think I'm still on track. Um if I'm not on track, I think I'm missing like one episode. But anyway, I think this is episode 7. If not, it's episode 8. I don't know. But good fucking morning. Yesterday it snowed really badly. Uh, I'm saying it snowed really badly. Why am I capping? Why did I just lie like that? It snowed regular snow. Okay, it's just that it hasn't snowed in a minute, or we don't get snow often in New York the way we used to. I feel like in the 90s, it was always a fucking snowstorm. It was always a snowstorm, and I just feel like once the 2000s came, of course, it kept being snowstorms, whatever. But just gradually, as the years have been going on, I don't feel like we get snowstorms the way we used to. Like we had a bad snowstorm not too long ago. Of course, where some people died upstate because the upstate gets snow really badly. Um, but I don't feel like the weather is weathering the way it used to weather. Okay, global warming. People don't want to believe in it, but the fact that it be 50 something degrees, 60 something degrees in February, I don't know how much more proof you need. The Earth is warming up. Okay, um, it was. I'm on the phone with my boyfriend, and it was like 9 degrees in New York or something like that, and I think it was like 30 something degrees in Atlanta. And to be honest with you, yeah, I know it gets a little cold in Atlanta, but cold to that extent, it was very weird to hear. Um, so I don't even know what I was going to talk about. Oh, I was watching. I don't watch them, but of course on my timeline sometimes I don't know why Instagram does this, but I don't know if it's the algorithm or whatever happens, but you'll see reels or posts from people that you don't follow. They just show up on your timeline or whatever. I don't know what the reasoning behind that is. So sometimes I'll see posts like little snippets of these podcasts, which I don't tend to watch podcasts. I don't excuse me, I don't tend to watch podcasts that involve men versus women and shit like that, because I just find it to be so frustrating. It's like it's beating a dead horse. The same topics, the same rebuttals, the same. It's not conducive to progress to heterosexual people who are looking to better themselves or better their relationship. You understand what I'm saying? So, I was just saying because a few people had asked me to do a podcast, and I was just saying in my podcast, like, what would my topic be? Like, what would be the premise of my podcast? And I feel like I would want something where I can give advice. I'm not a therapist. I'm not perfect, but my opinion is my opinion. I would just give you advice as if I was your sister. Um, so I would want something where I can give advice, like where people could DM me or email me or whatever the situation is. I would want something like that, or I would want to like basically do video breakdowns or post breakdowns, like something. It could be a simple post, but I could just break down the post of my opinion or something like that. But I don't necessarily care for the podcast that are about that are like their specific thing is like relationship goals or talking about men, talking about women. I don't care for that shit. I don't care. If I have you on my show and I feel like you say some disrespectful shit to me just because you're a man or you one of them pick me bitches, I will slam your fucking head into the mic. I'm sorry. I just said I was working. I said I was working on myself. Why would I even say that? I am so sick of me. Anyways, I'm just saying, you can't be on my show acting all hot. Okay? Bring it down a notch, okay? Bring it down. I am working on myself, okay? All right? I'm mature in a lot of things, but there are things that people say that the maturity just goes out the window. What's up? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Because it seems like you want to fight. Anyways, so yeah, so that's one thing that I'm working on. But if you have any ideas, of course I can talk about parenting. Of course I can talk about my past experiences and break those down. I can get into more depth and detail. I used to have videos like that where I would get kind of into detail with certain things or dating or just an experience I had as a child or, you know, as a woman. I kind of strayed away from doing that, not for any other reason besides the fact that I feel like a lot of the times when I look at this cat, I feel like a lot of times when I tell these stories, it's going to is vilify or villainize people, villainize or vilify a word. I feel like I will have to expose people, and I think I've kind of gotten over doing that. You know, I just deal with it accordingly. Um, so I just have to try to find a way where I can, you know, say my viewpoint, say whatever I need to say without necessarily throwing somebody under the bus, is what I'm saying. And I'm going to keep it a stack from now. I can't say that I will be able to keep that up. Because in the moment, when I'm feeling what I'm feeling and remembering what I'm remembering, I will. I will. Girl, anytime I'm recording, you do this. If I'm not recording, you don't care about me. So anyway, only 7 minutes in. I don't know what I'm supposed to be talking about right now. And that's why I feel like a podcast. I'm calling it a podcast, but I feel like something along the lines of that would be better for me because I can sit there and really plan that out. Like, I don't mind doing the good fucking mornings. I'm gonna continue to do them because it's just like I feel like whatever's on my heart when I wake up, that's what I'm gonna talk about, and there's nothing more raw and real than that. But I feel like a podcast would be more detailed. Yeah, so I have a few things lined up. And honestly, guys, I'm gonna follow through with it. It's just that I am going through a lot. Like I'm like getting my son ready for college or mentally preparing myself. Um, you know, my being in my relationship, mentally preparing myself to make moves and progress in that. My business, it's just a lot for me. So YouTube is not my primary thing anymore. I was able to do that before when I was just working or not working, and I would just get on and just dating, and then, you know, I get on this camera and I have a whole bunch of ammunition. Girl, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not putting her on camera. I'm not picking her up right now. I don't want all that cat fur on my fucking face. So, yeah, so I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I watched some of these clips of these people with these podcasts or whatever, and it's so like you can predict what the comments are gonna be. You can predict how the comments are gonna look. You can predict who's gonna say what. You're gonna predict the type of people that's gonna be in the comments. And I just be wondering to myself, like, even when you sit to yourself and you know something is wrong, you know it's wrong. Like, so if somebody's on a podcast and they saying some wild shit that you know is wrong, you know it's wrong. But because you're a man or because you're a woman, you're just going to agree with it in the comments. Like, you don't have your own mind. That shit is weird as fuck to me. That shit is weird as fuck. Um, so yeah, I just be like, and another thing, a comment that I see is like, say, a black man is bashing black women, which we see so prevalent on the fucking internet. Um, and the first thing black women be like, oh, he must not care about his mother. Clearly he doesn't. Stop writing that comment. Or a lot of the times these niggas think that their mothers are exempt from that mindset. Oh, that's my mother, my sister, so they're exempt from it. No, not understanding that if another black man has that thought, your mother and your sister is not their mother and their sister. So they're going to mistreat or view your mother as lower than he is, or whatever the situation is. You know what I'm saying? Stop writing that fucking comment. They don't care about they don't care about their own mother, their sisters, and their daughters. They don't. If you are born with a vagina and a man is a misogynist and he's a misogynist to the extreme, or he's a colorist, or he has self-hate, that is it. It don't matter who the fuck you are. These niggas don't be listening to their own mother. They don't respect their own mother. They be mad that the mother is the parent that chose to stay. Whether she was a good mother or not, motherfucker chose to stay. So yeah, I think it's, yeah, go girl, go. Stop, please. Thinking you're a little close at me. So it's like certain comments like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go to my Instagram, I have bathing suit pics on my Instagram. Whatever. One thing about me is I've never been shy about the fact that I feel that I look good. I can get one like on a post. It doesn't fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that I have brains and body. So if I show my body and somebody feels like that's all I equate to, I don't give a fuck. So you'll see comments. I'll see comments sometimes, and it's very rare because most of the comments are very positive. I can say 95% of the comments that I get are very positive. But you'll see comments about, oh, your father must be proud. Why the fuck does it fucking matter? Like, why does it matter? Clearly I came across your timeline because this is the type of shit you into, because why else would they be showing you this shit? The fuck? I hate a motherfucker that's holier than thou. Oh, you shouldn't be doing this, or you shouldn't be posting that, but then go on Pornhub and type in the most sadistic, weirdest shit you could fucking think of. Don't get mad because a little bit some people are a little bit more on the forefront with their shit. Don't like it or fucking scroll past. It don't matter. It make me no difference because I'm gonna post it. Yeah, so just Instagram is just, social media, period, is just a weird fucking place. It's a weird place. Like, people are really on there fronting, faking. And this is why when people say, oh, Annie, I like you because you're so real, it's like, I feel that. Because you don't come across, you think being real is so easy and simple. And to me it is, because it's my natural nature. And I used to be like, damn, why do people keep saying that? I'm just, I'm normal. But more and more, every fucking day I see, like, damn, this is why people really appreciate me. Like, sometimes I may not have a filter. Sometimes I may be wrong. Sometimes I may be immature in my thinking. Sometimes I may be biased in my thinking. But one thing a motherfucker can never say about me is that I never tried to take the time to look at it from all angles. I will look at anything from all angles. And if my point stands, it fucking stands. That's it. Racism, sexism, ageism, parenting, I don't give a fuck what it is. If I take the time and I say, okay, this is how I feel, but how would the other person feel, and then I still feel that they're wrong, okay. But one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at all angles. And even in the moment, if I feel like I was standing my ground and I was right, and then I progressed and I got older, in the situation reflects again, I will acknowledge, like, oh yeah, I used to think like that. Oh yeah, I used to feel like that. People don't fucking do that. Everybody want to be fucking right. That shit is weird. I don't want to be right. I want to be knowledgeable. I want to know. I really want to know what's going on. And if that means that I have to be wrong, that is okay. Like, that is okay. I'm barely ever wrong. I'm barely ever wrong, but I said what I said. Okay? Anywho, I have no clue. I just went on that rant on what I'm even talking about. But, yeah. When I start my apartment renovations, I want to start filming that. I want to start filming before and after. It's stuff that I got to throw away. I feel like I'm just waiting for my son to go off to college so that way I can clear some stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, yeah. There's a lot of stuff that I need to clear out. There's things that I need to, there's stuff from college that I need to clear out. So once I start doing that, I'm going to either start doing shorts or I'll do like videos about it or whatever because I'm not the best. I'm not going to be able to focus with doing that renovations and film and edit. That's going to be a lot to me because a lot of work has to be done in this apartment. So I'm only renovating this apartment because when I do move, when I come back to visit or to have a place to stay for, while I'm in New York, I want to make sure that this is good. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, there's nothing else I have to say. Why are y'all still here? Damn.